That's right. Sexiest man alive right here. Man. How's everybody? Yeah. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming. My name is Kyle Gossett, and this is my show, Friends with Benefits. Basically, it's an excuse to get to play with some different people. What's going to happen is I've invited a guest who is very dear to me, who is going to come tell stories, and I invite some other improvisers I don't normally get to play with to come do scenes based off of those stories. So I guess let me start by introducing our players. Everyone, Tyler Schwartwood, everybody! John McNamara! Ken Murphy! Sue Ellen Ryman, everybody! Excellent. And a big warm welcome for one of my best friends in the world, our monologist for the evening, Kendon Lacey, everybody! So that's going to work. We're going to give a suggestion for Kendon, and he's going to tell some story, like a story or stories, and then we'll do some scenes off of it. You'll get it. It'll be a lot of fun. So we just need a suggestion of anything at all to get Kendon inspired for this first story.
Jesus.
What was that?
Jesus.
Jesus? Jesus.
Wonderful. You might not know it looking in there being at any show that I've performed at, but every Sunday I am a leader of praise and worship of Jesus on Sundays, and it's a lot of fun. I think the thing that I'm the type of person at my church that's super creative. That's like I like to let creative juices flow, and it'll like whatever kind of blows people's minds. I want to do more of that, and a lot of times it's easy for churches to get stuck in like traditions and do traditional things, and I'm like, let's break away from that. We don't have to start every service with a fast song. We can always start with like a slow song, and so I became the go-to guy, the vocal coaches for them, and then also like kind of gives them some dynamic and stuff to the service. And there was one day that I had someone that said, "Are you getting all your ideas from improv?" Because they know I do improv. And they said, "Well, I need to come and catch one of your shows one time." And I just looked at them and said, "Okay." You know, like there's the cool ones in church that you can be like, "All right, you totally should." And then there's the ones in church that's like, "Okay." And so I had a lady that came and did that, and she was an older lady, but she was like, "I need to come to see your shows." And she's a wonderful older lady because she's also the lady that will say or do something funny and then say, "You can use that in your improv shows." And no matter how many times I tell her that it's unscripted and we don't make them up. She also adds the word "little" before improv shows, and it's really demeaning for someone to say your little improv shows. And people do that for me because I do stand-up comedy as well, and people always say, "How's your little stand-up thing going?" And I'm like, "Well, since you've already called it little, it's not going well, actually." I think you've already put it in a category of its own. But yes, and so, but I love, like, I do invite people from church, the right people from church, to come out to the shows, and then the people that I know, like, would not understand because they're, like, way too super religious. I usually lie to them and say I have no shows this week. You know, I'm performing every week. Yes, I am that guy.
You did such a great job up there, sweetie. I was so impressed with you up on stage.
You were wonderful. Everybody was good, but you were the very best.
Oh yeah, yes, you were just so wonderful. Now, what I want to know is where can we see you this weekend?
Yes, Grandpa and I think you are the best grandchild we've got that does that little play acting dealies.
I heard you were in a play this weekend.
Yes.
I want to see your play. What I saw Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh yes, we didn't understand a word.
Not one word.
That's not exactly what we do, you know. It's not. I mean, it's not the type of art that you guys would. It's not your style of art.
Is there a guy who turns into a donkey? Because that was really fun.
That was really funny.
That was fun.
It was especially funny every time they called him a.
I mean, you would certainly see a lot of ass at my shows.
Yeah, you mean
not your type of show.
Delivery of a 55-gallon drum of salad oil. I'll leave you a
should,
sign for that.
Yeah, that'll fill up the little.
strange that they deliver that to a church.
We're gonna load it up and take it to the club. I mean the venue.
Oh, wow.
Venue. You called it a venue.
Venue.
Oh, that's so official. Oh, I want to go see you at your venue.
Ooh, it's like he's a real actor.
Oh,
Yeah. That is so cute. What's your day job?
Order 3 dozen ball gags.
I'm a stripper. That's my day job.
You mean like you stripped the costumes? and
Wallpaper? Is it a wallpaper?
the sets?
I get naked on stage for people. There.
Oh, he uses his little bitty teeny weeny.
Do you like it?
I just don't understand why every single orchestral piece you hand me starts off so fast.
It's tradition. You gotta get the audience up and going.
I never should have let my friends know that I was a professional music editor.
You know, your little music thing it's working out. You can help us. Your little band thing, instruments.
You mean the city's Philharmonic Orchestra?
Yeah. Lots of little people playing their little instruments. See, that's why in a small time, none of your songs start out fast. I always hit him with the theme from Sanford and Son right away. See?
It's in my head.
electric.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
That's how you should do it. You can use that in your Philharmonic.
No, I can't. It's copyrighted. Actually, most of this is copyrighted. I'm having to change things around. I'm only doing this because you're a cool guy from church. And my mom would be mad if I didn't.
I mean, it's because I noticed like just all the gospels were just rearrangements of each other, so I figured all the songs were just rearrangements of other songs.
Yeah. Okay. Here are all the changes that I would recommend.
Okay. It's completely, there's no Sanford and Son at all. Are you sure this is the way to go?
Copyrighted.
You seem to be hung up on that.
Yep.
Like you're hidebound.
Yep.
Like you're afraid of being sued.
I am.
Your little group doesn't have any money to pay lawyers?
Well, people don't really support the arts in economic recessions. So, or depressions. But we're not in a depression. NPR said so.
Yeah.
Look, I've been reviewing your case, and I understand that you are being sued for plagiarizing music.
Yeah.
And so tell me, how is your little Philharmonic thing going?
Not so good.
Clearly. This melody is the same melody as Beethoven's Ninth. Da, 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 da.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's written verbatim. Look, you precious little musicians, I understand that you're trying to be original and it's cute and whatever.
But, you know, at some point you have to realize that music is about creativity.
Hey, why are you with Johnson, Johnson & Johnson? What happened to your little firm?
Guys, just because we're accountants doesn't mean we can't think outside of the box. Like,
Yeah.
look, for me, I'm an improviser on the weekend.
Right.
We go outside the box all the time. Well,
Yeah.
what if we do that with numbers?
What is that? What?
I think we need to fill numbers in boxes. That's what I'm saying.
Outside the box. Just make stuff up.
That's never gonna fly with the IRS.
Fuzzy math, it's okay, we'll fake it. Fake it till you make it.
You just put down whatever you want.
It's like you just like enter a number in an Excel sheet and just like whatever happens.
Is that how the state got an extra $100 million just miraculously?
You get 100 million, you get 100 million, I get 100 million.
This is great. You're practically John Oliver.
It's inspiring. I love the British accent.
Well, you know, that's just as an improviser, you have to think on your feet. So I want to bring that to the accounting world.
I am on board.
I know, he sounds like one of Fagan's boys. I'm on board too.
Well, I just have to say that as a person who is very distrustful because of a long string of past incidents that I won't get into, that I think that you switching accents discredits your credibility as a boss.
Oi! What are you talking about?
I don't know. Maybe it's just that I don't know who to trust anymore in this accounting firm. Like, things are just being made up on the spot.
That's what we decided we're gonna do.
Oh,
Thinking outside that box.
I feel comfortable.
okay.
Just go with it, mate.
Yes, and we will.
This got meta real quick.
So I was actually telling people from the last show that I did where I was trying to do an Irish accent that the show ended just in time because I love to do accents and I love studying accents. Like, I don't ever just do a British accent. I do different. I'd like to try to at some point learn like different styles of British, like Northern and all those other ones. But I was doing an Irish accent in the last show that I was in, and I have these accent changes that will change in a heartbeat. And so, like, an Irish accent can easily, slowly change into a Jamaican accent. And if I slow down the Irish accent, it just slowly gets that way. And there's other accents that I have that also do that. And I have like I can try to do like a Chinese accent, and somehow it will always somehow go Jamaican or like Scott. Like I try to do the Scottish accent, but if I ever hold a vowel that's too long, then it slowly transitions back to Jamaican. And so I've had multiple scenes that I have that I've been on stage doing for improv that I have started and then unfortunately have to justify why that accent has changed. I also, very interesting fact about me in terms of accents is, if there's anybody in the house that is like this, you can test me after the show. If you have an accent, I will immediately start talking in that accent, which can also come off super offensive. But I was with a friend of mine, Chris Snyder, at Saints one time. There was a man that was Hispanic that was there, and he was talking, and so I immediately will go from yes to yes. It's horrible. It is so horrible. I'm not racist, I swear. But I just can't, like, if I'll meet somebody that's from London that will be like a foreign exchange student or something, and I'll, like, in a heartbeat, just immediately try to match their accent and be like, "Hey, it's that cup of tea you want, then? All right, then we'll get it for you." And I'm sure no one's ever called me out on it, but I'm sure what they're thinking in their mind is, who is this asshole trying to talk like us? And it even works for it even works for like family reunions. This is how I normally talk, but if I go with my family who lives in eastern St. Louis, that is like super like jive talking, and they'll say, "Oh, go on, make yourself a plate." I'll be like, "All right, I'll make myself a plate," and I don't know why I do it. They probably think that I just talk normally like that, but that's not at all how I talk. But I have to match the way that people talk, and I'm sure it comes off as racist. I don't acknowledge it. They don't acknowledge it. But I apologize if you're that person that I ever talk to that just happens to maybe hear my hick accent or anything of the such. On an accent, the one thing I'll say in terms of an accent was I went on a field. I work at a child care place, and we went on a field trip last week. It was a place called Providence Farm, and the guy was really nice to our children, and he had this kind of hick accent. But he would come and try to help our kids like pull plants out so they could pull their own carrots and stuff. And he would have his sons come and help. But he never actually referred to his kids by their name. So it was just me on a farm with this hick accent guy going, "Hey boy, come here. Come here, boy." And he's talking to his sons, but immediately I'm like, what? He never knew it. No one else ever knew it. But for people like me on a farm, I'm like, does no one else not hear this guy say boy?
All right, I call this meeting of the United Nations to order. I see that everyone is here, yet it seems like, weirdly, we've all become Jamaicans in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, man.
The chair recognizes the Chancellor of Germany.
Yeah, in Deutschland, it's a strange thing, this. Our accents are all over the place. Man.
Respect.
The chair recognizes the Viceroy of France.
We wish to put forward this bill, Mom, which has to do with the bobsled racing. Ganja.
The chair recognizes the Vice Chair of Estonia.
A bigger issue. A bigger issue is where we are going to have the next Olympics. Forget the bobsled. We need to find a safe place.
The chair recognizes the Supreme Chancellor of North Korea.
Respect. The problem, man, if people be selling weed where they're not supposed to be selling weed, that's not bad, man.
Can I just say, I don't know how we get anything done in the United Nations when all this pot is being smoked. Does anyone want a banana?
Yeah, man.
I think you're pretty racist if you throw the banana out of the
Okay, I'm gonna apologize up front. I woke up wearing this Native American headdress, okay? I didn't choose to put this on, this is how I woke up.
Christina, I've about had it.
I'm telling you, this wasn't my fault, it just naturally happened.
It wasn't your fault, and yet we saw all the photos everywhere of you in the Native American head. Those are eagle feathers, aren't they?
Yes.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you can get in?
Nope.
Obviously not. Where's my Native American attaché? Shoshana, would you explain explain to Christina the problem with eagle feathers.
They're dope, right? Not that kind of dope.
All right. I'm not gonna have an accent because I'm a regular person. But you can actually see the law if you just Google, is it bad to have eagle feathers?
How?
Really asking how?
Question! I swear, I was meant as a question.
Could you just take off the headdress?
It is very offensive.
Go back to your trailer.
Okay.
I'm just calling you girl from now on. Girl.
Go, girl. Get gone, girl.
Go, girl. Little
Shaming me
girl.
with the word girl?
Girl. Girl.
What do we do with it?
We bring it back to its rightful place on the reservation. I honestly don't know how she got it away from the chief.
I still like. I'm just saying, like.
Figures.
She thinks she can get away with everything.
No decorum.
None at all.
No.
This is ridiculous. There has to be a punishment this time.
Well, we could go
Bamboo shoots, waterboarding, what do you think?
the old ways. We could.
The old ways are best. Bury her up to her neck in sand, honey on her head, and ants.
I like it.
Hey guys, how do you like my new kimono?
Beverly!
Yes? Yes, what?
Thank you for letting me stay in your flat in England.
You're so welcome.
I feel so much more at home than I do at home in Texas.
Yes, that is what Airbnb does for you.
Can I just say you're so ethereal?
Thank you. I don't go out in the sun. Reading England, there's not much sun.
There's none.
No.
No. I've been trying on your accent, and I don't know that I've quite got the lilt going for me.
Oh, well, act like you're being terrible.
Oh!
There it is. We're in the Worcestershire. What is the accent?
Worcestershire?
Close enough.
Okay.
It's like the sauce, but the off-brand. Yes.
That's cool.
I love sipping tea and eating crumpets and voting. That doesn't do anything.
Yes, I heard about the Prime Minister David Cameron. That's a piece of shit.
Oh, do you want to go eat bad food and fish and chips and then laugh about the Syrian refugee crisis?
That would be hilarious.
Oh, that's what we do, I assume.
You assume? Are you really from here?